Het is tijd om terug te reizen naar Randvi om haar te vertellen dat wij weer een gebied hebben veroverd. Fast travel naar Ravensthorpe. En dan gaat zij ons gelijk weer het nieuwe gebied geven waar we weer wat moeten doen, denk ik. Dat verwacht ik in elk geval. Maar ja, je weet het niet, hè. Je weet het niet. We komen weer aan in Ravensthorpe. Report to Randvi. Gaan we doen.
Eivor is here.
Die vissersjongen. Ik had een vis gevangen, weet je nog?
I brought something for you.
Hij kan niks met die ene vis die ik gevangen heb. Nee, ik had een vis.
I've never even seen this. These are good fish.
These are good fish.
I will see you later, friend.
Ik had een vis gevonden eerder, maar blijkbaar niet de vis die hij nodig heeft. Nou, op een Randvi. Hier zit iets in het mandje. Een flower. Oké. Hij heeft een dode koe.
What is it you do here again?
When you hunt any animal, bring it here for a trade. And if you get something really special, I'm happy to mount it. That
As an
said, though, I
hunter.
can't do much until you build me a place to work. It won't do tanning hides on makeshift tables and dirt.
Okay, dus we moeten kijken of we voor hem ook een workshop
Hope
kunnen
to see you
bouwen.
again soon.
Hier een tannery. Is dat dan deze? Hunters hut, ja. Maar ik heb 300, het kost 600. Alles was duur, hè, hadden we al gezien. Nou, Randvi.
Rowan, Holger.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
Dus
I
wat
heard
gaande?
shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished. Ha! Rob, disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean
Die
letting
Daag,
go.
die is het nergens mee eens.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine. A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Ja.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools. Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was.
De staart van een paard afgeknipt.
There he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude. You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgefu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you.
Compensation voor wat? Die staart gaat niet teruggroeien.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses.
Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovy's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
Nou, ik heb wel genoeg
I
gehoord.
believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Ja, kijk, ik denk, je moet niet zomaar een paard van de staart afknippen.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Ze accepteren wel mijn uitspraak.
Allow me to pay you
Mane en tail.
painting? After all, in
Hebben we toch nog even een sidequestje tussendoor gedaan. Dan gaan we hier weer een nieuwe video maken. Waarin wij met Randvi gaan praten over onze overwinning. Graag tot dan!